A beggar used to search for a young and beautiful woman every day. He would ask her to come along to the cellar of his house. Every time the woman would refuse, showing disgust. But as soon as the beggar whispered a word into her ear, she would immediately agree and go with him. Sometimes, after coming out of the cellar, that woman would obey every word of the beggar and serve him for 30 days. On the 30th day, she would be thrown out like garbage. Yet despite all this, all the women tried to stay in the beggar's house by any means. One day, the beggar brought another beautiful woman to show her the cellar in the courtyard. His son Elijah was watching all of this with his own eyes. Elijah did not know what secret was hidden in this cellar. Out of curiosity, he tried to peer inside, but his father caught him and pulled him out immediately. The beggar warned Elijah to stay away from the cellar until he got married, otherwise his life could be in danger. But this only made Elijah's curiosity grow more. 13 years passed, and Elijah grew up. One day, as usual, the beggar threw out the woman who had served him for 30 days. Acting innocent, that woman started begging him to let her stay, but the beggar ignored her. Elijah was watching all of this, and he was secretly filled with anger. He was young and handsome, but he had never had a girlfriend. Seeing such a beautiful woman, that same woman looking at Elijah made mischievous intentions. She tried to entice him to take her into the cellar. Elijah immediately refused. Since childhood, his father had warned him to stay away from the cellar. But that woman did not give up. She promised that if Elijah took her into the cellar just once, she would become his maid forever. Because of this, Elijah's curiosity reached its peak. That night, he began waiting for his father at the door of the cellar. When the beggar saw him there, he got very angry and scolded him. But Elijah said that he has grown up now. All the boys in the village have gotten married, and he is the only one who has never even dated a girl. Seeing his stubbornness, the beggar finally changed his mind and agreed to take him inside. Elijah hesitated for a moment at the door. He remembered his father's warning. But out of greed for beautiful women, he gathered courage and moved towards the cellar. The beggar warned him one last time to step back, but Elijah was determined to know the truth. Finally, the beggar opened the cellar door. Elijah looked inside.